The ecosystem is changing dramatically. Over the last few years, we've seen the emergence of many different startups in this industry. This is a kind of a brief overview of how the ecosystem looks today. Very much more complex than it ever used to be. The automotive OEMs in the middle there, with the component suppliers, the tier 1, tier 2 component suppliers, but then a raft of companies appearing in different bubbles around this chart, covering different areas. I won't go through all of these in turn, but the autonomous vehicle technology and solution providers, the second bubble you see at the top there are dozens of these. There are many companies producing autonomous vehicle driving platforms to be used in vehicles over the next few years. They're all chasing to be first. I'll talk about a couple of these during my presentation this morning. But there's a real race to get their platform, their solutions on the road as quickly as they can. Now, there are challenges to that, and we'll talk about those as well. The supply chain is changing as we move to more electric vehicles, as Rafe described. There are app developers, content providers, search engines, and map providers heavily involved in this industry. From a connectivity point of view, and I'll have a slide on connectivity a bit later, that brings in another group of companies in the mobility space, the mobile operators, and many more. And then lastly on this slide, I'll just talk about the fleet management, on-demand car ride-sharing services, which again are becoming much more prominent in this area. And the likes of Uber, Lyft, and Didi in China, they want to get rid of the driver from their vehicles. So they all are heavily involved in bringing autonomous vehicles to market over the next few years, and we'll talk about that as well. So vehicles will increasingly become autonomous, connected, electric, and shareable. And I'll be talking about each of these one by one.